Hello, my loves. Welcome to January 2020. I am Johanna Burkhardt. If you are new to me, I am a spiritual teacher and healer. And this reading is for Virgo. So please check your chart. See if you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, if it's a ruling energy for you. There may be something here for you. If you're new to the way I read all of the cosmos. So it's not just astrology, it's all of the energy flowing, intermingling together. So this may show up for you in your relationships. It may show up in your finances. It may show up in your job or place of employment or business. It may just be for what's going on with you internally. It generally tends to show up in the places that we focus most of our awareness, okay? So as I tuned into your energy before I hit the record button, I could feel a lot of action happening in my throat. I really could feel like this big ball of energy in my throat. And I could feel a little bit of constriction up in my mind. And when I tuned into what the overall theme for you guys is going to be in January, it was really about surrendering and just allowing for this process to unfold. There's a lot of purging that's happening collectively in the first week of January, really leading up to this full moon lunar eclipse, which is going to be in Cancer. And this is going to be felt in your sacral and solar plexus. There's going to be a lot of emotional purging. There's going to be a lot of physical purging. And so for you in particular, for Virgos, I tuned in, and this is not a time for you guys to be overindulging. This is not a time for you guys to be spending frivolously financial money, but also your energy. This isn't a time for you to be giving more than you have, more than this overflowing from you. So whether that is financially, just your energy in general, your time, it's all the same, right? Your love, it's all the same. So they're really wanting you to be very mindful of your energy in the first part of January. Really think about, is this going to serve me? Is this something that I absolutely need? Okay. I feel like this is going to be a time for you guys also to really go and drop into your heart space. I feel like there is some clarity that's needed, and it's going to come. But in the first part of this month, it's going to, there's going to be some things that are coming, but I just feel like you guys are going to be like, this is not realistic. This is not something that I'm going to buy into or that I even want to dive into, but you're not speaking your truth about something. There's something that is needing to be said, maybe in a relationship or in a business or in your employment, whatever it is, there's something that you're not speaking that needs to be said. Archangel Gabriel also says you can call on him. You can call on him because he helps to purify. He helps to purify our energy and clear the trauma that lives in our cells. So if there's something that you're struggling with, or I almost feel like you're caught up in your head, right? So like you're up in your head about something, really call on Archangel Gabriel. Ask him to come in your dreams and help bring clarity, because I really feel that that's going to help you. But again, leading up to this full moon on January 10th and lunar eclipse, this is like an ending, right? So there's a lot of people that that started with, there's something that came up around the solar eclipse on Christmas, right? Or the day after Christmas. And whatever came up around that time is going to be coming to a completion. So this was like a huge purging cycle that was happening. But for you guys in particular, like I haven't even brought up the solar eclipse for anybody else. So there was something for some of you, that something happened around that time that began, that's going to be ending now. So whatever came up before is going to be purging its way out. But either way, really call on Archangel Gabriel, really tune in to his energy. You can write a note. This is my favorite way to tell people to do it. So whatever you're struggling with, whatever you need clarity on, like write a note and ask for Archangel Gabriel to come and bring you clarity around those, and put it in your pillowcase and sleep with it for a few nights. And then as soon as you wake up in the morning, grab a journal and just write whatever images, colors, anything that you can remember, write it down so that you can contemplate it later on that day. So as we move through this full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer on the 10th, we're going to be entering into this little window before the full moon. And for you guys, between the full moon and the new moon, you're really going to be working on becoming intimate and trusting yourself. This is going to be a big opportunity for some self-love, for you to reconnect with your heart, with your emotions, with what serves you and what doesn't, and really starting to, it's not about saying these things anymore, saying I'm going to do these things, saying this is what I feel I should do, or I wish I could do this. This is about taking action. So this period of time where you guys are going to be loving on yourselves and really coming into that intimate connection with yourself, getting real with yourself, getting radically responsible for the things that have happened in your life, and really starting to embody those energies, coming into balance with them, right? So really taking responsibility and just getting really clear with yourself, but also keeping things simple. I feel like often you guys overcomplicate things, or you get so wrapped up in your mind about it that it just ends up in this big knot and you can't work it out. So when you can come into your heart space, when you can allow yourself to feel instead of think, when you can ask what is serving you and what isn't, when you can get really clear on the actions that are serving you, the people that are serving you, your behavioral patterns that are serving you, and the ones that are not, I feel like you're going to be able to create a new structure that is very simple, but very serving. Okay. And in doing so, you're going to have massive clarity. There's going to be this massive clarity that comes in right around the time of the new moon. So the new moon is on January 23rd, which is kind of cool because it's 1, 2, 3. And it's in Aquarius, which is an air sign, right? So it's like the winds of change are coming in for you guys. And you're going to feel this in your bones, in your hair, your skin, your nails. This is where we hold our programming, even in your teeth. So the bone structure and your teeth, things like that, this is where we hold the programs that are running our current reality. So around that time, you know, if you get a cold, if you have allergies, if you get the flu, right, or if you just feel tired, really don't stress about it. Just know that you're purging a program. And I really feel, though, after this new moon, like when you're setting these new intentions, you're like, I know what works for me, I know what doesn't, and I'm going to take action now, right? I'm not going to keep talking about it. I'm not going to keep thinking about it. I'm not going to keep trying to get validated about it. I'm just going to take action. And I feel that's when, towards the end of the month, right after this new moon, that this sacral energy just kicks in, and you are starting to create and feel empowered, and you're starting to take initiative and take action, and that divine masculine energy comes in, and all of a sudden things start flowing and moving and really feeling good for you. So it's like in the beginning of the month, it just seems like that little bit of setback, right? It's a little bit of a setback, but it's needed because it's going to force you into your heart, and it's going to help you really get clear on some things that you haven't been clear on, okay? All right, so let's pull a couple of cards, see if there's any more messages for you Virgos. Sorry, my cards are all messed up. Give them a shuffle. And I want to invite you guys to a free workshop that I have on January 2nd. It is going to be about seeing clearly in 2020, that you can create the reality that you are desiring. It's going to be a great workshop. It's free. It is in my brand new Facebook community, The Soul Evolution. So if you check the link below in the description box, you can join in. And if you're catching this after January 2nd, don't worry. You can still join and watch the replay. All right. So for Virgo, January 2020, any additional messages or validations that you would like to bring forth? 3 cards, please. All right. So we got great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. I feel like this is what's happening in the first of the month. the beginning of the month. I feel like this is a spiritual lesson or an opportunity for you guys to really understand what's actually happening when you're caught up in your mind, and when you're not speaking your truth, right? This is happening for you so that you will drop into your heart and get clear, right? And see, he's letting go of the white bird. He's releasing it, right? And bringing that purity in. This is a great validation. The next one, protection guardian, drop your shields. Again, great validation, right? This is talking about opening yourself up, being honest and intimate with yourself. And intimacy to me is being able to be raw and real, naked, honest, truthful, being like, see the peacock feathers, being you, whatever that is, like really being you, and owning that and trusting in that, right? Not judging it, not beating yourself up about it, not trying to fit in someone else's box. Dropping your shields allows you to be radically responsible, radically vulnerable, radically self-loving to you, right? This isn't about you and anybody else. Yes, other relationships may mirror things back to you, but this month is all about you getting clear, you getting into your heart, opening up to yourself, loving yourself, being yourself, not trying to be anybody else. Okay? And the last one is mountains, stand your ground. This is about you coming into balance. Okay? So do you see how these are pretty even? And then I'm being drawn to these three right here. The power of three is about embodiment. It's about owning the parts and pieces of yourselves and coming into alignment. And when you stand your ground, you're standing in your truth. You're standing in who you are, what serves you, and you're no longer willing to compromise. So for me, boundaries means I know who I am. I know what my values are, and I'm not going to compromise those for anyone or anything. Because when I compromise, then I drop my boundaries. And then I do things that are not in alignment for me that cause me to repeat lessons, okay? So stand your ground, surrender, which just means trust. Trust yourself, and what is happening for a reason, okay? I will be back in the middle of the month for your mid-month bump. It will be in the form of a collective read, so it will be for the earth signs in the middle of the month, so look for that. And please let me know how this resonates with you, and if you enjoy it, please like, share, and subscribe. This is new, something new that I'm doing energy reads for each individual zodiac sign. So if it's something that you're enjoying, that you like, that you resonate with, then please let me know in the comments. And I wish you a happy new year in 2020. Namaste.